The biggest challenge for people that want to learn Linux is how to find the right command. On an average Red Hat server, over 2000 commands are available, so you need something to find the right command. To do that, you can use the command man. Most commands on Linux are clearly documented in man, and if you don't know which command you need, you can also use man-k, where k stands for keyword. Let's assume you want to find out how to set the time on your server, but you have no clue how to do that. In that case, you can type man-k time to show a list of all the commands that have the keyword time in their description. As you can see in the results, many commands are given. In these results you can also see numbers. These numbers refer to the section of the man page the command comes from. To be able to tell which is the command you need, you have to understand man sections. Each section of man describes different kinds of commands, and you can get an overview of their meaning by typing man pages. The sections that matter most for system administrators are section 1, 5 and 8. In section 1, commands are described that can be used by ordinary users. Section 5 documents configuration files, and section 8 describes system management commands. These are the commands for which you need to be root to execute. So to filter down the results a little bit, you should tell man-k which section you want it to look in. In the case of the system time, there are two options. Section 1 sounds good because it makes sense that an ordinary user can see the current time. Section 8 also makes sense because a system administrator needs to be able to adjust the time. So why not try both sections? To filter down the results of the man command, I'm going to show you a new and very useful utility, grep. Grep is one of the most important commands on Linux. It's a filtering utility which allows you to search the results of a command for specific text. You can also use it to search text in text files. To feed the results of man-k time to the grep command, we are going to use a pipe, like this. If commands are separated by a pipe, it means that the output of the first command is used as input for the second command. So man-k time pipe grep1 filters the output of the man-k time command to show only the lines that contain 1. As you can see in the results, it contains a command which is likely candidate, the command date. Print or set the system date and time is what its summary reads. So let's have a look at the man page of the date command to see what it gives. For this command, the synopsis isn't very clear. So let's scroll down a little bit and see if there's anything useful in the options. Look at -s, which has the description set time described by string. So we need to set the time, so this sounds reasonable. But what exactly is the string? To search the man page and see if there's an explanation of string further on, you can type /string. It finds the first occurrence of the word string. To repeat this search, you can press N until you see something that's useful. So pressing N and again. So this isn't very useful, this isn't either, but hey, have a look at this. This explains string pretty well. So we can see that --date equals string is a mostly free format human readable date string such as blah blah blah. So probably a command like date -s 17:20 should work. Date -s 17:20. That seems to work. So let's type date, and yes, we can see we have succeeded. You have now learned how to find a command with man-k and find more details about its usage from the right man page. There's another way of getting help on how to use a command. Try --help on any command, like in date --help. It gives a summary of all the options that can be used with this command, which is a great source of information if you already know the command a little bit, but you are not sure which option to use. And let's be clear about it. With over 2000 commands on Linux and many commands that have dozens of options, it is not the goal to remember all of the commands, but it's especially important to know how to find these commands. But in some cases, even --help gives too much information. A resolution is to filter the output of the command to the less command. So if we do date --help pipe less, we see page by page all the options that exist for the commands. And as you can see, this is quite readable. Once you come to the end of the less page, press Q to quit.